Yeah, Keith and Vanessa, you know what it is. Faith, family, hustle, let's go. Woke up, thank God for the blessings. Through the highs and the lows, still progressing. Ain't perfect, we embrace imperfection.
Hey everybody, welcome back to episode 2. Where we talking about our first 100K year.
100K, what?
Ooh, man, you
How
talking
we got
about
there,
it.
guys.
Yes,
Look,
yes.
we gotta bring you back to our first time making 100K was in 2019. And we're gonna just take you back just a little bit to where we started. So Keith, let them know what's your background and how you parlayed up to where you were.
So, real quick, IT support, that was my thing. That was my vehicle of making money. And I went to school in not even 20, shows 2008.
Oh.
Yeah, 2008. And graduated with a certificate from Barter College in Atlanta. This was after Katrina, had to figure out something to do, after Katrina hit New Orleans. But anyway, the program, I took to it, even though I tried to go to college multiple times, it did not work out. I know they was happy getting money off me, boy. But anyway, parlayed that up, man. Did a work study for the school, then got my first job, was with the school for $25,000, and then kept parlaying that up to job after job after job, company after company. Every time an opportunity would come, I would interview for it, and most likely I would get it. I got good at interviewing. So as of the year that we're talking about, that year I made $63,000, and yes, clap. And before I left the IT world, I actually hit over $80,000. So that was kind of how I parlayed it up. My advice to close that out is just keep looking for opportunities. Don't stop looking for opportunities, even though you're working somewhere. What about you?
Okay, so my background is not as like his. Let's just say it like that. I have a chemistry degree, so coming out of college, I worked at Burger King and Kroger because nobody was hiring me because I didn't have the experience. But you can't get experience unless somebody gives you a shot. But I guess they didn't want to give me a shot right away. But yeah, but it's okay. I will preface to say I did get an interview with the GBI right after college. As soon as I graduated, like I want to say 2 weeks later, I was interviewing, but I bombed that interview because I wasn't prepared. But right, I wasn't prepared. So from there, working at Burger King and Kroger, eventually I got a job in
making how much?
$7.95 an hour. I didn't make no money.
You start where you start.
Right, started from the bottom. Now I'm here.
Right,
okay.
Right.
But anyways, from there, after Burger King and Kroger, I eventually got a job in my field as an entry-level technician, like science technician. And I was making $12 an hour. And then from there, I was able to interview at the GBI again. After I want to say like 5 times, I was so annoying to them.
Relentless.
I was relentless.
Yes.
Applying, because I wanted to be there. And I ended up getting hired on as a entry-level biology technician, and then from there I transitioned into the chemistry department as a scientist. And I went from making nothing to now I'm making, like, I started out as an entry-level scientist at $44,000, and then eventually I want to say like $66,000 before I left, and I was due for another promotion in like a few weeks. So, but I quit. So yeah, it was definitely a roller coaster ride, but well worth it.
So let's talk about that. So now, after hitting that goal, hitting that 100K year, the feeling was because a couple of things. One, we like our time. Exactly. And I'm pretty sure you agree. You don't like to have to ask somebody to take off, or to, oh, my kids are sick, I gotta go out and take care of them, or man, I'm just having a mental day, I just want to just kind of take a break. Those were kind of things that really let us know that, hey, okay, we did good and we was making good money, but at the same token, we want our we want more out of life. We want our peace of mind, and there's more to life. And we saw people getting it. So
yeah, we were around people who were just growing out there in the business world, entrepreneurship. And one of the things, I mean, we had been talking for years about owning our own business. We just didn't know what that looked like. And, you know, just allowing God to lead us. Eventually, we were led into different avenues. We started Airbnb in our first home that we built from the ground up. And, you know, that just started. We got a little taste of that. And it was just like, oh, snap, I could make this amount of money and not have to work half as hard.
Wait, so let's give them a little insight. So first half of year, we started doing Airbnb. This was after the $100,000 year, by the way.
After. It was a few years after.
Yeah, we started doing that during the pandemic, which was crazy, which was, you know, a risk taking. And half the year we made $13,000 by the end of the year, and we started like in June.
Yeah.
And we didn't know what we was doing. And that's another thing. You cannot be scared to try things.
Exactly.
You know, we're believers. We believe in Christ. We believe in God. And we believe we was being led to try things and do things and actually increase our income. But also, we found that the hospitality industry is something that we enjoy.
Exactly.
We enjoy serving people. So we were able to parlay that up and kind of beat out a lot of the competition where our Airbnb was concerned. So after the Airbnb, we did a couple of things. We ventured out on house flipping. Some of y'all know about the journey that we went with that. You know, we had some successes and some losses, and we'll probably talk about that. We'll probably do another video about that. But
definitely.
To fast forward, you know, our latest venture is our book writing course. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And you want to tell them a little bit about that?
Okay, so our book writing course, it's amazing. We're helping people who have wanted to be an author for I don't know how long, and some as long as a decade.
Yes.
And we found a way to help them to be able to write their books leveraging AI, and they're able to do it in record time. They have an organized, simple process, and it's transforming lives. I think out of all the things that we have done, and we have done a lot together, this book writing course has been by far the best thing that we've done. I love that it's definitely, we've been making impact. We've been just, when I tell you that lives are being changed, people have felt, you know, relief at being able to get their story out. And it's just been so amazing.
Yep.
I like to call our course, I like to tell people that when they join our course, they're going to get the Ritz-Carlton experience, because we're definitely going to hand hold you through the process of starting your book and finishing your book.
Yep. And just to talk a little bit about that, we've had, as of today, I want to say we've had 11 books published. We started in December. It is currently March. Boom. And we rolling.
Yeah, we've had significant progress. Like, the people who are coming through the course, they're just like, Vanessa, Keith, like, y'all are out here doing something. Y'all don't even know what y'all are doing. We're just like, well, God led us to this, so look, we're here.
We're led by God, and I want you to be led by God as well in your career journey and on your $100,000 journey, if that's your goal. If not, you know, cool, be where, you know, wherever it is he has you, you know, because the 9 to 5, there are people who need to be there. There are people who need to be entrepreneurs. There are people who need to be CEOs. So it's whatever he has for you, that's what a fulfilling is. And you know, we really just wanted to come on here and kind of tell y'all a little bit about our journey, and as much time as we could. Of course, it's kind of hard to jam everything into this little time, but we will definitely do more videos in the future. More
episodes, because it's a lot. Like, our journey is a lot, but like he said, we just want to give you guys something to like touch, something to hear, like, hey, I can have this too. You know, whether you, like he said, you want to stay in a 9 to 5, that's great, and you want to increase in that, you can. Just start with having a vision. What do you want? It's all starts with wanting more, and wanting more is the catalyst for going up.
Exactly. Starts with your desire and your mindset. So if y'all like these kind of content, Oh God! If y'all like this kind of content, I know how to talk. Then let us know. Comment, put it in the comments, share, like. We love to hear some feedback. If y'all want longer videos, we definitely can go longer. But we trying to do a thing where we respect y'all time. So we gonna cut this off right here, and we're gonna say we see y'all next week.
And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and share with a friend.
That part. Y'all have a good week, and we'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Yeah, Keith and Vanessa, you know what it is. Faith, family, hustle, let's go. Woke up, thank God for the blessings. Through the highs and the lows, still progressing.